Get started on that. Switch my monitor over here to the PlayStation so I can see what I'm doing. So I don't remember like anything about the story on this game. I know I remember little bits of it, but not like it, I'm gonna basically be experiencing it for the first time again. So here we go. I do remember this game being very pretty. And when I started this game the first time, it didn't have the patch for 60 FPS for PS5. So I'm really excited to play it in 60 because it's going to be gorgeous.
What's that now? Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today.
And I'm hoping somebody comes in at some point and tells me whether or not the audio is balanced or not. I'm really hoping that one's not overpowering the other. We will see.
Here. Wear this. It belonged to my daughter.
I also need to check
Good.
overlay stuff.
Today, I speak
Hey,
your
Brianna.
name, girl.
How's it going? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, the goddess
Lots has
speaking
changed.
back.
How is the audio for you? Is it completely unbalanced? Are you able to like hear me? Are you able to hear the game? Okay. I've been good.
The whole village would attend, and
Man,
matriarchs perform
like
the ritual.
it's been a while since we've talked. Still at the same company that I work at, but in a slightly different role.
We keep the tribe's rituals.
I got married.
Otherwise, we might
I had
become
a
like the
kid.
faithless old ones, turned their backs on the goddess.
Bought a house. So
But their wickedness
lots of stuff.
doomed
How are you? Doing well?
To
I
us,
hope.
We're left the splendors of creation, beasts of air,
Game is a little
water,
loud. Okay, I can turn
earth,
that down a little bit.
and steel.
Actually, what I should do is change it here so that it changes it for me because I am it's a little loud for me as well. Hopefully that's better.
It is one
I
thing
can bring
to
it
hunt
up
a
on this
beast,
side a little bit.
another to hunt a
Second
nation.
year of college, that's
You
awesome.
must be humble.
No idea what you're
Respect
doing.
their power.
What are you majoring in anything or are you undecided at this point?
One day.
I forgot how cinematic this game is.
High Matriarch Tirsa. What is she doing here? Does she mean to forbid the ritual?
Ritual. Trying to remember.
No, 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 off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming.
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
Oh, I'm blocking a little bit of the subtitles, aren't I?
You by choice. And she, well... I am a High Matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, yes, now go, and be ready to declare.
Hopefully
Go.
that's better. Oh, sorry. It timed you out.
Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising
I think the
sun
bot
warms
automatically
all the earth. Speak
Tossed it
her
out
name.
because it was a little long. Sorry. Let me see if I can untime you out. What would that be?
And so her name is blessed.
Stop this at once! What have you done?
Maybe that
I've
worked.
blessed the naming of a child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child? What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
I've done only what you asked.
To raise it, yes.
Oh, right. They like hate her
Said
for some
nothing
reason.
Of love.
Enough.
And you, blessing its name like it was one
I
of the
know
Nora,
my duty
one of
to
the
them.
tribe.
And to you.
Without consultation.
I'm here.
Did all year, did
And wherever you go,
deceitful woman,
I will follow.
The music in this is really good. Okay. Sorry, Brianna. I'm trying to find out how to untime you out. I think it's only a 5-minute timeout, so it shouldn't be too long from now. But I need to look into that. Sorry. Difficulty's normal. There's markers on the map. Quest destination. That should be fine. To the world to waypoint location. I don't think I need that. Show out and touch. That's fine. Okay. I don't need any of that. How does that look? Let's see. I can bring it down to like there, and I think it's okay. Okay. New game. We're gonna do normal difficulty. And get going. 6 years later.
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Bast? Now go and see if you can find some more.
Little Bast.
Well done. That's a good boy. Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on. There.
Fell in a hole. Graphics in this are really good. The voice acting,
Down here! Rost!
I don't know, like
Rost! He won't hear me.
I remember some of the lines from the voice actors being kind of
Okay?
odd. All right, we're in.
Ugh, there were rats down here.
Which way do I go? I guess forward. You've been freed. Oh, good. Sorry about that. I forget what the settings are on the whoa, on the timeout. So it looks like it was probably like 5 minutes or so. Apologies
Let's
again for
help.
that.
but I can get through.
Okay. Toggling crouch. 5 minutes. Okay.
This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places.
The metal world. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So, like, this is in the future. I remember some parts of it. It's a long message, so it's fair. Sounds good. I am going to bump the brightness up just a little bit. Oops. I got this light shining on me, so it's a little harder to see. Oh, that's a lot better already. Okay, cool. Go into the cave, it says. All right, let's just keep going then.
Ross said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out.
Wow. Okay. There's something in there. Everyone hates her and then she falls in a hole, right? and the thing is, like, they're just being told to hate her because she's shunned, right? And she doesn't even know why. Which is, like, terrible. The animations are cool. I like how she put, like, her hands down on the steps as she goes up. Whoa.
There's something up ahead. What's that? A dead person.
Dead person? I would call that a
There's
body.
something shiny there.
I wonder if these devices are, like, as common as, like, smartphones in our society. Because I remember now there's a guy that she meets later that has one of these.
Lights.
Or I wonder if it's only, like, scientists, or, like, if it's a corporation, like,
Do
thing.
this.
To where, like, to do certain work with computers, you have to, like, have one of these. Toggle the focus by pressing R3. Okay. So this is, like, my scanner. Right. Very cool.
A metal door. Closed. Maybe this device I found can help.
Use the device to scan the room. I should probably go back. Follow the tutorial. Okay. Blast door. Heavily shielded, seal integrity maintained.
How do I get it open? More lights. A shape. It's connected to the door somehow.
To the door. Okay. So you can see, oh, you can see like the rats. Power cable. Hollow lock. Power cable. Okay, let's go over there. I was going the right way. Okay, what do we got? Electromagnetic security mechanism with standard holographic UI interface unavailable. Secure encryption port with holographic display. Data shows required settings for nearby hololocks. So that's what it has to be set to. And it looks like that. Okay.
Changed color.
Done. What's over here? Anything here? Nope. Okay, let's head back to the door and go through.
The door changed color too.
Huh,
It did it.
cool. Is that like an audio log or something? Oh, there we go.
Director Evans, flash traffic from USRC. Black quartz encryption. I've routed the message to your hologrid for viewing.
Find a way out. Okay, so I need to get over there. It looks like the UI elements tell me what's like scannable and what's not. So anyways, you were saying, Brianna, about college, something I'm guessing before you got timed out. You didn't say whether you were majoring in anything or not, are you?
What's that?
Another dead person.
It's got.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love
Hi.
his little big man.
Hi there.
Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy
Hi.
birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look,
Little big
Daddy
man.
can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac.
That's nice.
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
So all these bodies probably do have one then. That's probably what that circle is then. Data corruption partial. there nothing else in here? Doesn't look like there is. Wait, let's go through this door. Squeeze through, because we're a little kid. Oh, and it closes behind us. Okay. So no going back. We can go up those stairs or down this way. Hello, rat. I can tag the target. Okay. You move so slow when you're like in that scan mode. Audio log. Am I too close to it? Too far away? I don't quite know. Like, I'm right on it. Why is it not playing? Oh, do I have to... Oh, the device is what I have to scan. Okay.
Well, happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds, like being alive is some kind of pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So if that upsets whoever finds this, too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
He chose his way to go out. Alright. More dead bodies. Great.
I mean, seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity? Great idea, Director
Why did they
Evans.
die here?
Like I haven't done enough for
What happened to
posterity
them?
already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
That'd be an F-bomb. I think what he was gonna say is, go fuck itself. Skylar.
Machu Picchu. Always wanted to see that. Never did. Why didn't I go with Owen when he asked? Stupid.
So they all knew they were gonna die.
Should've gone.
And
Well,
they were all like laying down. This guy is in the middle of the floor though. I'm just trying to get an understanding of like the situation here.
Shall soon,
Yeah, a whole facility. Like,
like snow,
and like it seems like, you know, a really important one.
forbid to shine. But God, who called me?
Like a song.
And maybe that's all I need, you know? That moment the door opened and you were standing there wearing that retro wig dress and the way you smiled. I had to look away or you were gonna see on my face what had just blossomed inside me, you know? It was just an instant, but I knew. I knew we'd be forever.
Jackson.
Pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. I mean,
Yeah, so like these guys were,
sorry.
they knew they were fucked.
Well, these meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace.
They got all drugged up. and like lay down, and then they knew that it was over. So it's not like they were like down here in a bunker.
He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Up and out we go.
Oh, mother be
All right.
praised.
Away from the dead people.
Come, girl. Take my hand.
Their bodies were like
You
preserved
don't
though.
belong down there. Come.
So how long has it been since they died?
Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
They know about
Did you find it down there?
the time back then.
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy.
Teach me some shit.
Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Yeah. Montage, or are we gonna play through some stuff? Gonna be a montage. Montage. Like, surely him teaching her is gonna be me learning how to do certain things in the game, right?
What do they mean?
That's your audio mixer. You can turn your mic up and down, adjust the headphone settings. Bow.
Bow?
Enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow. The wilds can be dangerous, eh?
Man, 60 FPS in this
Just
is
stay
really good.
close and do as I say.
Fantastic.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch, and I'll show you how to fill it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
See this plant
gorgeous.
here? It's called salve brush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch.
Okay. Let's see, UI.
Now eat
It
the
looks like
berries.
there's some stuff on the left, so let me move over here so that you can see. Press up to transfer health. Okay, so
They will
green is the
taste
pouch,
bitter,
red is my
but
health.
They can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Okay.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
Where are we going?
Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines. And I
Okay.
will teach you how to hunt.
Great.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be
I'm remembering certain parts,
respected, but I will be beside
but a lot of this I completely forgot. It's been like a year since I started this, and then I stopped.
you. Aloy, the
Crouch.
machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass. There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called Watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do.
Very cool
Stay still.
designs too.
Wait for it to pass. Now keep low and follow Follow me across the trail to that tall grass.
It makes me wonder about like the Boston Dynamics dogs and stuff and the robots that they're creating. And like how they're
Oh, another one. Let it pass.
they're like inspired by
Come,
like
back
some
this
real
way.
life, like organic, you know, structures and stuff, and like the way that
You'll be.
biological
Crouched walking is
things
quieter than
move.
upright. Wait for it.
Oh, I was visible there. Whoops. I forgot. Okay, so the eye
That's the
tells me
last
if
one.
I'm hidden or not.
Let's move on.
And then the marks around it is whether or not like I'm drawing attention to myself. Okay.
You did well. They didn't see or hear you.
Hell yeah.
Now stay close. That
Oh,
herd should be
there
just
we go.
ahead.
Okay. Heard. I love how she didn't say anything. She just points.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why is he up there? He's smiling at us.
Teb! Get back where you belong!
Teb.
Where are you?
Ignore him.
Where the fuck you at?
We are outcasts, and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
We don't
He
like
is
the
a
tribe.
fool.
Tribe doesn't like me.
Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow.
Alright. Let's get to it. Can you move faster if I move faster? Looks like it. You're jittery, though.
There. See them?
Let's
These are
gather
called
some of
strangers.
this.
Ha! Get!
Riders.
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see.
Okay. Gather some stuff here. Rock.
Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow.
Do not ask questions. Only do what I say. I'll grab a few more. Medicinal wild ember. Where's L3 to sprint? I figured that out already. Okay.
Aloy,
Very
come
pretty.
now.
Coming. Where are you at? Over there?
Stop wasting time.
Oh, I didn't. It sounded like he was a lot closer than he
Aloy,
actually was.
Over here. There's the herd. All right. It's time to throw some rocks.
But
Hell
rocks
yeah.
can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them. How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the bridge.
5G.
On my signal, throw rocks
Right
and
here.
draw the watcher over to me.
Looking forward to it. The
Wait,
machines
I see.
talking to each other. Okay. Oh, that's a far drop. Go over here first. Oh, I wasn't listening. Was I supposed to do something?
Aloy, I told you to stay put.
Oh.
We'll have to try again.
Sorry. Throw a rock there. So hold down. Okay. Oh. Hold to aim and then let go. Release to throw. Okay.
Throw a rock near me.
I did. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
There. Come, girl. It's safe now.
You just hold on a second. I gotta gather some stuff. All right.
Harvest the
What's
kill
up?
so I can teach you how to make arrows.
Harvest the kill. Hold to search. And we can take all on that.
Use the stalks as arrow shafts and metal shards for arrowheads.
Weapon wheel. Select with R and hold X to craft. Okay.
Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need.
Okay.
Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Where are we going?
Here. Stay low in the grass and
Okay.
be quiet. It's time to make your first kill, Aloy. Strider. One of the weaker machines. But even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study the prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable. Like its eye. Can you guess another?
R3 and scan. Okay.
The canister on its back.
Hmm.
Is that a weakness?
Shits. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
That plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it
Either one.
charges, be ready to roll out of the way.
Okay. L2 to aim. R2 to draw.
Keep
Fly.
firing!
Oh. Okay.
Again!
Okay.
You did
Take
well
all of
today,
you. Okay.
But you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again.
All right.
What was that?
That boy. The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
Where are we going? I think I got through like the first area. And then I stopped. I get a little intimidated with open world games because like I don't know where I quote unquote should go. Like you can always follow like the main story, but I don't want to be under leveled and like struggle. So hopefully by streaming this, I will actually finish it. Gotta work on that grip strength, bro.
I can do nothing. It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death.
Ouch.
But if I shoot, it'll cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
Don't want to end up Mufasa'd.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
Just wander in a higher level area and get owned. Oh, okay.
I'm not. I can sneak
So it kind of
through.
just, it lets you know
You
that,
will
hey,
not.
maybe go somewhere else, basically.
Aloy!
Her hair blends in perfectly with these. I light tracks so I can see where they're going.
Quietly so I can sneak past.
Okay. Going that way, but then you're going to turn around, and I'm going to want to go over here. Show how much sound you're making. Okay. When I'm... She falls a lot, yeah. A little clumsy. Alright. Let's go over here.
Can't let them see me.
Okay. Okay.
Got to be careful.
I gather from in here. Yep. Okay. And I'm trying to get over there. Do these... Oh, there's one. I think I'm
I
okay
need to see their paths.
to go over here.
Almost there.
Okay. For being a watcher, you don't see too much, do ya? Alright, is there another one anywhere?
There he is.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
What? How is this?
follow me.
Oh boy.
How do you know to avoid them?
The music's pretty good.
How are you doing this? How is this possible?
Okay. Nice. So is the name of the game in this like stealth, or can you just go in guns blazing a lot of the times?
So, it is no plaything.
Yeah. How are you doing? How are you doing
Bless
this?
that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
She saved me.
All right, they're outcasts, so he's gonna get in trouble now
I
for
just wanted-
speaking to him.
Seal your lips. They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless. Come now. Back to Mother's heart.
Very matriarchal. Matriarchal. Is that a word? It's all about the
That boy
mother.
should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way.
Me.
Seal your lips. Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
Ah.
Stay away, no mother.
Dickhead. What now, bro? Flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Choose the fist, and Aloy will confront challenge directly. Choose the brain, and Aloy will use her insight to find a clever, less obvious approach. And the heart is... I missed it. Like... basically being loving towards the person, I guess. Drop the rock, aim for his head, knock the rock from his hands. I think I'm gonna do the brain one, makes sense.
Oh! Hey! Children, away from there!
Hawkeye over here.
You're bleeding. Let me have a look.
Take some of those medicinal berries.
Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it?
If you're going to be an outcast, you might as
Tell
well
me.
do everything you
The
can
proving.
to get an
The
answer.
tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I'll win the proving.
Prove yourself, Aloy.
We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard. And it will take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
Montage! Getting better. Oh, I like that transition. That's great. Music's awesome. She's gonna look really good in this cutscene, and then I get control, and I'm gonna die like over and over and over again. All growed up.
Rost? is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.
And the proving's like a generational thing, right? Like it only happens every so often. It's not like every year. There. Spear can knock off machine armor using R1 training dice. Okay. Knock over small machines using R2. Okay. Heavy and light attack. Gather some crafting stuff. And this is where we save, I think. Yes. Quick save is fine. Alright. Descend. Alright. Let's go find Rost.
I'll find a use for you. He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to?
Wow. So beautiful.
What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy, you're here.
Is everything
Do you
okay?
want to be alone?
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace
Sounds good.
and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Don't
Are
seem
you worried
fine.
about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast, to be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. I'll go gather the parts,
Parts?
but I'm also going to pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with
And that's the thing, you can like shoot 2 points and it makes like a rope, I think.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
Right. Going down there.
Something's really bothering him. If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
Hey. Hunt for blaze and shards. Talk to Karst. So we're gonna go to Karst first and then get blaze and shards. There's a lot of campfires. Holy crap. There's a watch. Wow. Right, now I remember more. Alright, let's head for the first thing.
The embrace. My whole life, I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days, and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright. Time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
I think I'm going to go to the guy and get a trip caster first, though. Which is this first thing. But I'm doubling back. I need to go left and then straight down the path.
Mother's heart. 2 more days, and I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
And I'm shunned, so I can't go into those places. So, yeah, this way. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I don't know how much I need to worry about these guys.
Made them soon enough.
I don't think I have to worry too much. I think they kind of stick to their areas. Up there. I can see me all the way over here?
Brom! It's your sister, Alara!
Who is talking? There?
Are you out there?
Low and quiet does it.
Let's go up and see what she's talking about.
Brom, can you hear me?
Okay. Yellow means climb. All right. Oh, I have to jump. Okay.
Forever. Who are you calling out for? Do you need help?
I have nothing against outcasts. Far from it. But I shouldn't talk to you. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't see anyone else around to help.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be callous. My brother was cast out, but his sentence has ended. He should have come home, but he didn't, and his camp was covered in blood.
Cast out, but his sentence ended.
Why was your brother cast out?
Rom was always a little different. A little touched. One of the hunters had a cruel heart and never let him alone. I was gone but an hour, and the hunter set after him like always, but this time, Brom struck back with a rock and split the man's skull.
Defense.
Spirits made him do it, he said.
Spirits.
Whispers of the forgotten. It cost him 10 years.
Whoa.
I never should have left him alone.
10 years by yourself?
What do you mean forgotten?
All mother curses blasphemers who won't repent. banishing them from her eternal memory. Those lost spirits are the forgotten. Brom used to say they spoke to him, told him to do things. It was such a burden for him, and there was nothing I could do to help.
What are you doing out here all alone?
Each day I cut a notch on the wall, so I knew Brom's sentence was over. Then I cut 3 more, but he still hadn't come back. I begged
only
the
3 days
matriarchs
late
to send
out
braves
of
to find
10
him, and
years. That's not
all
bad.
they found was a blood-soaked camp. The braves said he must be dead, but I have to know the truth. So I came out looking for him.
You said your brother's camp was soaked with blood?
The braves went looking for him, and that's what they found. All I can think about is what might have happened. Is he really dead? Or maybe just wounded? Is he suffering? Does he need help? I can't stand it not knowing.
I'll do what I can to find your brother.
You will? Then let me come with you. I won't be a bother. I know how to stay out of sight.
I'm faster on my own.
If that is how it must be, just find him then. Please.
See, I wonder how many of those dialogue options are like necessary to understand what's going on. Like I didn't get too much additional information from going through all the dialogue options. What was that? Oh, hello. Can it see me? I don't think so, right?
Just keep going.
Oh. There we go. I thought you could like take them over or something, but maybe that's later on. Oh. Okay. Quests, side quest, and that's this one. Is that my current? No, it's not. Okay. Active, main. Where's the one for the guy? Oh, this one. Okay, let's do that one first because it's level 3, and we'll come back to level 4.
Oh, they're still surprised.
Oh, so they know where I am now. Okay. Don't know whether I should run or... Yeah, let's run. Okay. I think this timing works out pretty good because I think I can wrap this game up in a couple of weeks. And then we're all set for when Forbidden West comes out in February. At least that's my plan.
I think it's a good thing.
Cradle. Here, biggie, biggie, biggie. Oh, multiple. Okay. Watchers. Oh, they saw me already. Okay. Let's just run. Some pouches full. Oh, I don't want that. L2. Not that. Okay, there we go. And I should be able to carry more. Nice.
Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
More weapons is a good thing.
No one else around. Looks safe to meet. My guess is he'll be waiting for me. There he is. Looks nervous.
You give me gun?
Well, well, well. An outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Scrapper lens.
I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of
Is that the thing I just killed?
Show me.
I don't think I got... Oh, here we go. Okay.
I thought you wanted a tripcaster. I'm ready to
Figuring
trade
it out
when you
now.
are.
Okay. So I want the tripcaster. Equip. Let's go up.
Now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else.
I didn't
all
realize
right?
that it was like a buy
Life's
versus
exciting
sell
enough
menu.
Without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me. Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks.
He doesn't have anybody to talk to anyway.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's
Except
what
for
I
Rost.
figured. But I don't mind hearing it.
Alright, bye.
I guess that concludes our business.
All right. And good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
Does the other icon mean another quest?
What is it now?
Will you be around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
Okay. This is just like...
I guess that concludes our business.
All right.
like
Good
extra
luck in the
options.
proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
Okay. Aim at the ground near an enemy and fire 2 spots to place a shock wire will stun an enemy that crosses the wire. Okay. And then what was the... okay. Flaming arrows, hunter arrows, and shock wires. Okay. Gather blaze from striders and metal shards. Alright. Yeah, he was real cheery, huh? Everybody's just extremely rude to Aloy. Even Rost.
Things quiet.
Metal shards, that's done. Blaze. Guessing that's the canisters.
I'll do what I have.
Uh-oh. Ah. Miss it. Ugh. Lost a lot of health there. They hit hard. Where's the other one I killed? Oh, right here. No. Where is it? Blaze? Blaze. 420 blaze. Alright. Got another Strider lens. So I need 2 more blaze. I think this is 1. Yep. Need to shoot 1 more. Oh, there's 1 right there.
Calm, calm.
Uh-oh. No ammo. Thank you. Alright, now where? Craft fire arrows.
I've got what I need. Time
Okay.
to meet Rost at the North Gate.
I think I'm gonna make more though, which means I need more blaze. Oh, I don't want to use them though. Shit. Forgot that I had them equipped. Wait. Need 2 more. Do I only press and go to crafting to modify? Carry capacity. Let's get more of this. Plus 10, that's pretty good. Okay, so these are all like equipment. The amount of equipment that I can hold, like increasing those. Crafting arrows. Fast travel pack, provisions for long journeys. Okay. Modify weapons. Damage coil. 21% damage. Alright, let's do that. It's pretty good. I don't have anything for that. Skills. Okay, R1 silent takedown. That's good. Time slows while aiming during a jump or slide. Completely silent falls. Toggle to slow down time. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do that one. So on for high damage. Attack on ground down to enemies. Light spear attacks have an increased chance to knock off armor and components. Use that from tools menu to lure a single enemy to your position. The target will be closest, most centered. Speeds up healing. I think that makes sense to do. Okay. Why does this have an exclamation point? Is it because they're new? Must be. Meet Rost at the North Gate, but I'm going to get more Blaze first. So let's go find more Striders. I'm getting into the groove of it a little bit now. I'm starting to remember some stuff. Does anyone know what max level in this game is? I'm guessing the map will also tell me enemies. Yes, I want to go there. And I'm guessing it's exponential curve for the leveling. Okay, I can get a lot of canisters. Oh, wait. I don't want to shoot those, though. I want hunter arrows.
Let's get on with it.
Nice. Nice. Look, 4. Which means I probably have another skill point. Yes, okay, I do. I'll go assign that here in a second. Let me gather this stuff. Get all the 420 blaze it.
Back to your business.
I didn't even get hit that time. Get better. Okay. I've got plenty to craft more. I've got 18 now. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. And these are pretty cheap to craft. Okay. So now, let's go meet him at this gate. That's this way. I'm all turned around. This way.
Won't waste this.
Ah, damn it.
What are they hunting out there? Beyond the embrace. Can't be just one machine.
Could be a really, really big one. Alright. I'll talk to you in a second. I want to save.
Aloy, you're here.
Yes, I am here.
You have the firearms.
Yep.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark?
I'm gonna shun you. What's the lesson? I have a tripcaster. What's the
I don't
lesson?
understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Till then, we
Everyone
wait.
hates Aloy for some reason.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlawed trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Kind of cheap.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
Yeah, I don't quite get why. Like, he doesn't want to explain. Like, why not give me information? I can do better with information.
I've thought it through, and I'm not going to shun you after the proving, okay? I won't do it. I'm not about to pretend that you never raised me.
Aloy, the law forbids all contact.
It does, and I don't care. I know what duty means for you, Rost, but all tribal law has ever done for me is take things away. And that's not gonna happen again.
Aloy, I must obey.
Yeah, definitely.
And so you will.
Big dad energy, for
I knew
sure.
you'd say that, so this is what we'll do. I'll come to you in secret. No one will see me, so I won't get in trouble. And I know you won't talk to me because it's against the law, but I'll talk to you. It'll be my crime, not yours. You'll just listen.
So couldn't she be shunned again then?
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I know. So you can stop worrying. It's handled.
Yes. So it is.
Doesn't sound like you helped
Still a while to go
him
before
to feel
dark.
better.
I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Okay. Rest at the campfire. Can't remember if there's like a natural day and night cycle in this or if it's based on the story progression. Let me out.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass.
Hmm.
What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth, and it's something new. Something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is he following me?
Follow the path. It's not far.
Okay.
That cabin. What happened to it?
A machine, that's what.
What sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're hunting now.
Probably a sawtooth?
I see.
That's what this is called, right? Yeah, sawtooth. Like, saber-toothed tiger.
I'll watch your carcass. I'll harvest the parts.
Watch your
Yes.
surroundings.
I will. Mother's rise. Oh, I can see through things with this. That's a good Good thing to have. All right. Is it this one dead? Destroyed machine. Okay. Let's assign the skill point before I forget too much. And I think that silent takedown would be nice to have. Wasn't there one? Do I already have that? Oh, I have that already. Okay. High damage attack on downed enemies. I think I want this call thing to lure them to me easy. Yeah, let's do that. Because then we can do this. Yes. And then when it comes close, I can just silent takedown.
It won't be much farther now.
Cool.
Why are we the only ones out here tonight?
Good little combo for those little guys.
They did. The kills we passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or your death, if you're not careful.
Razor. Looks like we got some more inventory stuff. Can I craft anything? Capacity. Caster. It's hard to tell what's highlighted and what's not a little bit. Modification satchel, resources satchel, outfits, traps, potions, weapons. Increases weapon inventory capacity to 10. I only have 2 weapons right now, though. Okay. I only have like 1 outfit, probably. Resources is probably a good one, because the more I upgrade this, the more overall I can have, and I can upgrade other stuff. So let's do that one. Can I add anything to this? No. Can I add anything to this? No. Okay. Abrupt.
An entire lodge wrecked by sawtooths? How many were there?
I didn't bring you here to answer questions, Aloy. I brought you here to deal with that.
Again, not answering any questions.
Huge. How do you defeat it?
That will be for you to decide. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy.
He probably already knows, too.
No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps?
Seriously? Just stopped right in front of it. Son of a bitch. I didn't hear that. Can I pick these up? I don't think I can. Where did it go? Over there. Hmm. Gonna go in a giant. I put this exactly where I didn't want to have it. It'll cross through there. Okay. I don't know how dangerous this thing is, so I'm just gonna kind of play it safe. Oh, is this an actual boss fight? I didn't realize. Oh wow, it moved a lot. So can I scan it from here? I can, okay. Weakness body is fire. And the canister. Oh, I should probably attack.
Got their attention. It saw me. I should scan it. See what that reveals.
I am not doing too good. Woo. Right. Nice. Yeah, that he hit hard. I'm not even playing on like a really hard difficulty either.
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
No. Follow.
Her hair's wigging out a little bit.
These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow?
2.
The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow.
Yeah, no one cares about her, so she wants to kind of prove it to the tribe that she's worth it. right?
This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm
Do ya?
going to
Do
stand
ya?
for something,
Do ya?
it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll go back to the cabin with you.
I'm not heading there just yet. I have other plans.
Where are you going?
Such as?
I'll be waiting for you when it is time.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
Suspicious.
You will.
Bye. All right. So what do we got? Got 1 point to use here. Landing from a fall silent. Increased chance to knock off armor and components. Or high damage. Let's just do this one so that I can knock down more. Okay. Right. And then for quests, he's gonna be in Mother's Heart. I've got that side quest. Let's go and do this. Brahms Camp. Well, that's far. Okay, let's go. And I can knock out some machines on my way. Oh, wow, I have a ton of blaze now. It's 2. Okay, cool. Let's save real quick. This guy. Oh, I don't want to use that. Nope. Now, are these things going to run from me, or are they going to attack me? Probably. I think these run.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Those are going to fight me, though. I'm getting into the swing of things now.
Handy.
Okay. Much farther. Not too bad. Alright, the map is smaller than it looks when you, like, are way zoomed in. Hello there. Who is that? Is that Brianna? I recognize your last name. Hey, Brianna. Thanks for the follow. Oh, shit. That didn't see me. Okay, cool. Hello there. Oof. Oh, hello. Shit. Shit. Alright. Metal vessel. I'm just gonna loot a bunch of stuff here at the beginning. That way I have a decent amount of crafting and trading materials for when we get like in town. And I figure if we do this quest, we'll have a little bit of leveling experience to get some more skills. And that will help with the story stuff. Turkey. Ooh, we still have a frozen turkey. So I bought an extra turkey. Your guys are going to get a story now. I did turkey for Thanksgiving this year. And I ended up with 2. Because I got one that was like slightly too big, and I wanted a smaller one, but they didn't have the brand that I wanted. And so I made the one. I found a second one that was the brand that I wanted, and it was smaller, so it fit like the amount of people that we had coming better. And so we had 2 turkeys, and we still have one in the freezer that I need to make at some point. And I said that I was going to make it for Christmas, but I didn't. So now we just have a frozen turkey hanging out in the freezer that I need to find an excuse to cook it for.
Nutritious.
What is that? Oh, just watchers. Yeah, a whole turkey chilling there. So now we need to find like a good excuse to make a whole turkey, which takes like hours to make. Maybe, let's see what holidays are coming up. Valentine's Day we're going out. I don't know. It's probably going to sit in there until Thanksgiving this year, if I'm being honest.
This must be Bob's camp. Better clear out those watchers.
Is there another one? Oops. The aim assist is like messing me up. What am I missing to craft more arrows? Oh, sticks. Okay, I can get more of those. There's some down here. Valentine's Day turkey sounds funny. Yeah, I don't think my wife would appreciate us just staying home and spending hours cooking a turkey when we could like go out and have a nice dinner. Because I might be able to make a good turkey, but it's not gonna be nearly as good as like if we went to a nice restaurant. I need more ammo. Cool. All right. Are there any more sticks anywhere that I could make arrows? Oh. I think I need to start. I think I skipped some stuff. I need to go down here. Trust me, your wife would love it. I know her very well. Yeah. But if I only made the turkey and nothing else, that would kind of be lame, wouldn't it?
Blood, but no body. There's gotta be more to this.
Do I scan? Ah, here we go. Examine the campfire.
Looks like a few drops of blood lead away from the camp.
She doesn't need... Yeah, you only get turkey. You'll be alright. I don't think that'll go over well. Investigate the area. Highlight the track and follow. Cool.
Whose knife is this?
I hate when you have to be in like a specific place to investigate.
Did someone attack Bomb with it?
Hello there.
Hello there. Daily coffee drinker, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Where am I going now? Am I going the right way? Oh. Okay, cool.
There, bucket.
Bucket. Hello? Examine the bucket, please. There we go.
Did someone bring the blood to the camp? The trail of blood ends here. But whoever left it must have also left tracks.
A raccoon. Fatty meat. So somebody brought a bucket of blood to the camp to make it look like there was a struggle or a fight or somebody got hurt. And there was a knife. And we're following tracks. And this guy's been missing. And his sister is looking for... yeah, examines the bucket 2 feet away from it. I ran into that issue with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh shit. Where you have to be in like a very specific location to like interact with things. And it's a little frustrating because like you have to be like literally exactly on the spot that they want you to, and then in this game it's like a non-trivial place where you have to be. But this game is what, 4 years old now, I think. And I think it was Guerrilla's first time making like an open world game like this. So I think they did a really good job for the first time. They were the Killzone devs for quite a while. They did like the big FPS releases for Sony for a long time. So pouch is full and health is full. That's good. I got a level a while ago. Did I use the skill? No. So let's apply that real quick. Time slows while aiming, jumping, and sliding. That might be good. Silent drop, precision. I don't necessarily need a lot of more resources, I don't think. Completely silent and will not alert otherwise unaware enemies. I think that's good, because I'm going to find myself alerting enemies all the time. Can we do any add-ons? Oh, that's in here. Nothing there, and nothing. Oh, we do have something here. Shock coil. Additional shock damage. Carry capacity. Let's do more bow. Cool. All these exclamation points to tell me that there's new stuff. Alright, follow the tracks. How's the coffee? Hopefully good. Save real quick. So that brought me... Oh, that brought me to the other quest. Is he in the town? No, he's over here.
That's twisted. I wonder if the blood from the camp came from the spore. If Brahm did this, why does he want people to think
Hot
he's
and
dead?
black like my soul.
Why desecrate the shrine?
I missed what she said. Follow the tracks again. Okay. Nice. Life coach for that. Yes, I hear your soul is quite black and dark, and I think maybe we could bring some humor into your life, some things to look forward to. Maybe things can look a little bit gray rather than black. Ah! I like my black soul. Ah, damn. Cool. Oh, let's heal up. Holy shit. I didn't realize I lost that much health. What? Oh, hello there.
Perfect.
Nice.
Looks like it was a watcher. If it's Brahm, he definitely knows how to handle a spear.
Oh, this is part of the quest. Okay. Vessel. Do I need to track more tracks somewhere? Yes. This way. This quest is taking a while. Up here.
Someone loaded these supplies. Brahm was an outcast for a long time. Why take food and gear now?
Other tracks? Oh, down there. Okay, let's go. Oh, shit. I wish reload speed was a little bit faster on the bow. It seems a little slow. It's like that boar almost got it. Took like 3 hits.
Supplies from the cache. Why would they take them?
Full health potion. Nice. I think I can guess. I have a sneaky suspicion that black coffee drinker is someone I know, but I might be wrong.
Snow haze. White as bone.
I won't listen!
That got dark.
Not until you promise.
Excuse me? Where do I go here? I don't see anything to grab onto.
She's my sister.
Oh, there we go.
My
Okay.
sister. I need to protect her.
Nice. Hey, buddy. Maybe calmly back off the edge.
I will. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself before I hurt her.
No, don't do that.
You're not a spirit. What do you want?
I want you to step away from the edge, Brahm.
No. Leave me alone. Can't you see I need time to think? How am I supposed to think when everybody is shouting at me?
Be nice to him.
So many voices to listen to. It must make your head hurt. I promise my voice will be soft and soothing.
A soft voice, like Alara's. It's been so long. Years.
10 years.
Yes. Yes, I will listen.
I wonder if he's
That's
connected
better.
to the
Now tell me,
sawtooths
troubling
being in the area.
Spirits
So
of the
both
forgotten.
about 10 years ago, he was
Souls cursed by the
outcast.
All-Mother. Their voices
Probably not.
never let me be. They want me to do things. Hurt people. If I go back to the Nora, they might make me hurt Alara. And I'll kill
blocking
myself
the
before I let
subtitles a
that
little bit.
happen.
do you have to listen to the spirits, Brahm?
They're speaking to me right now.
There we go.
Always
Hopefully.
with me. They take care of me. Keep me company. Help me. Except when they scream. Like when that hunter knocked me down. Crush his skull with the rock, they said. And I did.
Brahm, you're alive.
Was she following me?
Oh, Mother be praised. I'm sorry I followed you, but I had to make sure he was all right.
No. No. Please, sister, I can't protect you.
I need no protection from you, Brahm.
He fears these spirits that he hears will turn him against you. Unless your voice can quiet them?
Yes, just as it was before. He only ever hurt someone once, and it was provoked.
I don't want to hurt you, but the Forgotten, their whispers, they fill my head with screams.
Brahm
He
isn't
needs
ready
you.
to return to the Nora, but I don't think he'll hurt you, Alara.
There's a place where I can stay. A cave on All Mother Mountain. I suppose you could visit me there, so long as I'm strong.
You will be, Brahm. I'll help you. Thank you, Aloy. I'll take care of him now. May you walk in All Mother's eternal memory, and may the Forgotten leave you be.
The details on the face look really good. Alright, completed. So, we are ready to go talk to Rost at Mother's Heart. Oh, got a reward box. Nice. Nice. Special items, Karja Trader token. These, I must have gotten these when I bought the game. It was like a bundle thing, so it must have come with like extra stuff. Potions. Oops. Don't want to do that. I get inventory and crafting mixed up in my head a little bit. Carry capacity, can I do anything here? Resources, I need wood. Let's gather some wood and do that real quick. How do I get down? Is there a fast way down? I think I have to just go back the way I came. Drop to ledge. There we go. Can I go down from here? That's kind of far. Okay. Nope. Don't want to go that way. There we go. Alright. Oh. Okay. Almost at the end of level 5. Oh, jeez. Man, they really gang up on you in this. Nope. Still not level 5. Dang. Where is some wood? Whoa. some more blaze. They're making wood very hard to find right now. Oh, there's some. Okay. I think I only need a little bit more. Let's see. I wanted this. Oh, I need 20 more. I don't know how much I'm getting for each thing of it. I feel like that's a really common resource though, so. Man, there's a lot of those around here. The aggro range on these guys is like really far. And I don't know if I like that or not. Because, like, I'm so far away and they get alerted to me. And I don't want to, like, sneak through the entire game.
You're alert.
I guess if I just run, I'm good. At least I think. Grab a quick save. Oh, that music.
I think I'm in the clear.
What is this? What's that noise? There we go. What is this for? Wonder what's up there. Get something for later. Where's all the wood at? I need some wood. Here we go. Alright, so I need 20. How much does this give me? 5. Alright, that's not bad. Come here. So 3 more branches. If there's any over here I can grab real quick. They really don't want me to have this next upgrade, do they? It's like there's a tree. I probably can't loot this. Nope. Oh, here's some. I don't want this to be too boring. I'll go to the next quest. And hopefully we will just run into more. On our way. So I'm ready for the proving. Hello.
We must speak.
Yes.
So, it's time. Are you ready?
You said I am.
Actually, not yet. I'll come back in a bit.
Let me make arrows and stuff just in case.
I'll wait here then.
Yeah, you do.
Aloy.
Okay.
Let us speak. Aloy.
Go. 30 of those, 40 of those, and 3 of those. That should be plenty. Alright, let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all seem familiar. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for
Time to do the do.
She'll help you. Any other concerns?
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There will be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was at the tribe.
Can't remember if we find out why he gets
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
shunned. Was it because he took her in?
By law,
I
any
wonder.
child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
I'm ready to do this.
Do it.
See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this to remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake.
I wonder if we see him again at any point.
Find me. This
Let's go where you will never find me.
This is goodbye.
I'll find
No.
you.
It's not. You taught me how to track. Wherever you go, I can follow.
Not this time.
This time.
Why?
And every time. I'll be wearing this when I find you.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you. I have to let him go. For now.
I really wish.
First,
Let's go kill a
proving.
machine and
After that,
get to level 5
I'll
real
see where this
quick.
trail leads.
I hate that I'm so close to level 5. And I'm not there yet. For this quest. Are there any machines? Oh, damn it. I hope that didn't waste an ammo. Look at that big ass thing up there. Boom. Oh. There we go.
About to get loud.
Nice. Thought I saw another one over here. I guess not. There's more wood. I think I'm extremely close.
Will you not help me?
I'll shake it out later.
34. I think that's enough for my carry capacity. Yes. Nice. I want to make sure that I have plenty of carry capacity so that when I come upon items, I don't have to drop stuff. Let's do this for when we're in the air.
No one else will help me.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Please, I need your help.
Ah, it went like through him. Alright. Nice. Leveled. And we are good to go. I think I'm lost though. Straight up here. Cool.
I have to let him go. For now.
I think she
First,
already said that.
proving. After that, I'll see where his trail leads.
All right. Going on in. Oh yeah, I got this.
You will turn back, outcast. Or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
He was the nice one when we were like really young with Rost, right?
I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja?
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the
All right.
festival.
First nice person.
Down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
Okay. Campfire and save. Oh, we can just stand here. Nice.
Hot as a forest fire.
I'm getting too old to climb the watchtower.
Aloy! It's you, isn't it?
Oh, the guy she helped.
It is Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly.
I thought it was maybe the kid who threw the rock at her.
Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the Proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
Cool. More brave. I guess equip it. Do I want anything else? It's free, so I might as well take it. Banuk Traveler Token. I don't have that. I don't think. Do I? No, I don't have that. I don't think. Right? Oh. I can. Oh, those are the things that I got with the when I bought the game. Okay, I think I'm good now.
Seems to fit you perfectly.
Nice.
Thank you, Teb. I've
Another
never
nice
had anything
person.
like this before.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit
Defense
offers
up.
some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Something's going on with his
Tirsa
mouth.
said something about envoys from another tribe?
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Karja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
Okay.
I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Someone sounds like they're drunk. Is it you? I think it's you.
I should probably get out.
Stop drinking your tea. I'm gonna be an uncle again. Beer for everyone.
Beer for everyone. This is very cool. I'm very curious, like, what the apocalypse event was.
You're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Oh, not supposed to go climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
Get down from there, now!
Oh, that's just what you want, isn't it? For me to fall on my head.
What I want is for you to climb down!
What you want is for me to have no fun at all.
Fine! Stay up on the roof all night if you want.
Yeah, I will.
Listen carefully now.
The dancing.
So you'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
That was the best.
In the beginning,
They're really good.
all life came from All Mother.
This is what they believe.
All were her children.
We shouldn't
They
let these
lived
Karja
alongside
outsiders
each
pollute
other
our
in the
sacred land.
comfort of her wild embrace. But some proved restless.
And not enough
Though they took of her bounty, they wanted more.
I wish we got to enjoy this every night, not just special
the
occasions.
machines had whispered to them, promised to serve them, to make them a new world, better than the one All-Mother provided. A world of metal.
Okay.
They told the faithless
Like these
they
cursed
would do
Karja are
all the
honored
work for
guests.
them.
Makes me
Feed
sick.
them, shelter them, give
It's
them
like
a
a
life
strong
of
field for
ease,
the proving year.
plenty.
It's in All-Mother's hands who
So,
wins after all.
The faithless left with the machines. Only
never
the
know.
true
The
children,
outcast might
the mothers and
surprise
fathers
us.
of the Nora,
Lost, trained,
stayed with All-Mother.
Okay.
At first, the machines did as
My
they had
Mother's Day,
promised.
the proving
They
was
built
a more
cities,
solemn occasion.
great and terrible, monuments to their sins. But they would not
It
serve
makes
the
sense
faithless for long.
that the people that were left over
A
after the
king rose up
apocalypse,
among
like
machines, a machine more powerful than any other.
made it
The
a
metal
religion.
devil. And then the faithless served him, served the machines.
Like after generations and generations and generations, you still have the story of what happened,
And tried to tempt
like
the
this
true
better than
children
proving
away
itself.
from All-Mother.
but
They would not go.
very like
They gathered on the mountainside to cling to
Everyone
her
always
and
says that
prayed,
last year's
more
festival was
devoted
better.
than
very
ever.
different than what actually
The
happened.
devil raged louder than thunder. In his fury,
Mama thinks she
he
can
came
win just
to
because of Mother's
confront
war
All-Mother,
chief.
intending to kill her. She struck him down.
Everyone knows
Forever.
Tirsa wants the
As
outcast
you know,
girl to win,
for
and
his
Lansra wants
lifeless
anyone
body
but
is
her
up
to
there
win.
still, frozen.
Oh.
I wish we got
The machines
Not
were
just
driven
special
mad by the
occasions.
death of their king, and their minds became as wild
That thing
as
up there.
beasts.
They're
The
really
faithless
good.
abandoned their cities, forced to wander the world without the care of the machines. Only we remain the true children of All-Mother. We built all this with the hands that she gave us. Machines are to be
who's going
hunted,
to win the proving.
metal to be used for scrap,
Pray
for
to
craft,
no one dies
but
this
never to be adored. And we stay true to
Ha!
our laws.
People always said the
resolute in our
festival was
prayers.
better last year. Or the year before last.
Dangers are
Nonsense.
never over. Still, the faithless envy our sacred land and covet it.
Mother is, she's going to
And
win.
year upon year, the machine's anger grows.
Ah,
Searching for
this
the
brings me
boys and girls
Okay.
who have not
I think I got it.
What? Is that a machine among us now?
Aloy, over here.
Hello. How'd you get here?
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these faces when you win. And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
Let's see what you
All right,
got.
Let's do this.
Anything good? War bow. I don't know if any of these are any good. Free sample box, I'll take that. I think I'm good.
Next time.
Next time, you'll be a brave.
Hey, now he's being nice. All right.
In a moment, we shall bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
For 2 years, we have been at peace with the Karja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King of
Killers and slavers!
Hey,
Hold your fruit, Nora Faithful. Hold your fruit. Now I'm Azaret,
No.
not Karja. So I'll put
Hold
it
your
straight.
fruit.
The
Hold
13th
your
Sun King
fruit,
was a murderous
okay?
bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. And who killed him? The 14th. Not
All right,
because
I guess I'll
he
hold my
lusted for
fruit.
Power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities.
Yeah!
The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th king. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
I wonder how much of this was motion capture and how much of this was hand animation.
Written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant Line.
Yeah, this is the guy that has the other one.
It's for the goddess to judge the card, not me. Actually, left
Unknown
it.
device detected.
No,
What's that
the
mean?
Karja stands
The
with you.
Karja have come to
As
make
the
amends.
sun's light
He's
I
wearing
won't
a
deny
focus,
the
just like mine.
As those
Hello.
You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. If you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Apologies. A malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No, we'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa.
Undo her hair there.
Well, I guess he's more
Whoa.
hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Olin? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. He spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids. And who can blame them?
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that blessing thing, if that'd be a better time to talk.
I never heard anything about red raids growing up.
So I know this guy survives because he's in the trailer for Forbidden West.
Were you kept hidden away
And they
to
seem
go
like good
overprotect
friends,
your parents
so...
or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
Holy shit. A lot of info.
What happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe.
Big lore dump here.
We're good at three things. Arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries. Warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
Wow.
How did she survive?
Oh, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while to tell. Maybe another time over a drink or three? Or just come to
Drink or
Meridian
three.
and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone
This
knew.
guy's beard
Well, the way
is
I hear it,
quite the
15,
look.
20 years ago, the machines weren't
For
always
sure.
pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart
Wonder what they
enough
used to
jump out of the way.
shave.
But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way up when a hunter came at them, so it was hard to take them down. But then the now, a few
Why
more.
was
if
that still
wasn't-
Like the
highlighted?
Sawtooth.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
if the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers.
Knew
Besides,
that.
the Karja don't just fight, they build.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
What
all
else
in,
do you know
and then
about
we'll
Roland?
head out.
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles.
So he finds
Well, he's
like
not
really.
scrounging, he's scouting.
He finds
Exactly
the good
skills
shit.
you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
I should
All right.
make my way to the blessing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but
They
it's
group
obvious
the
that you don't
story
belong
up
in this
like a lot.
backwater.
There's like a lot of story
I
here
mean,
in this
you're
this
smart.
town.
You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
His voice acting is interesting.
The Karja took my little sister in their road.
All right. Let's go to this blessing. See what we got going here.
Show's supposed to make you feel alive, not like you'd rather be.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Aspirants, huh? Where do I go? I go over here.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Well, that's nice.
Blasphemy, sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother.
Aw.
In her honor, light its flame.
It's really nice for her to make the lantern for her. For Rost.
In honor of Rost.
Without him,
and all he did to help
she wouldn't be here.
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another,
like 6 of those NPCs all got up the same exact way. Not a big deal. It's just, it was weird seeing it all happen right at the same time.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Yeah, let's ask Olin some questions.
Past should be left in the past.
Wait. Where is he? Over there? What? I'm confused. Talk to Olin. Oh, enter the Hunter's Lodge.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
To me.
Mine's never malfunctioned, and I've had it since I was a child.
So yours is in better shape then. I'm sure the land here is
This
full
is
of relics.
yellow.
Seeing how you Nora are too scared to delve the ruins.
What does that mean?
Because they think ruins are cursed. But
And
I
it's
disagree.
always like there. Is it just because I'm seeing through Aloy's eyes, maybe?
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I don't
We
trust
have
him.
this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
He's sus as hell. I don't trust him at all. He's gonna do something bad. Alright. Let's go save at a campfire and then turn in for the night. Save. And we are here. Hello.
Another mess, Chuff.
Hey.
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Good day. I said good day.
Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
You didn't know the words to the blessing, did you? But no one hears your prayers anyway.
Are you gonna let Boss talk to you that way? I wouldn't.
Boss, the Panther God from Black Panther?
Couldn't. Aw, you
Probably
even try
not.
to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
The kid's a real
This
prick.
is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
You can sense it. You already know you're gonna lose.
I've trained all my life for the proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything.
Really? Confidence is quiet. You're not.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah. The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining.
Oh,
But I suppose you leave that part of the story
got
out when you tell
him.
it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
All right, bedtime. Wait. Talk to Val.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Boss.
Oh, yeah, she
you,
did. Yeah,
or
she
me.
told him.
Vala.
Definitely
Nice to meet you,
told
Vala.
him.
You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Oh.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
Time to sleep. Okay. I am going to go use the restroom really quick and be right back. We're right at the 3-hour mark and I haven't stood up for a while, so I am going to pause here and I'm going to go to a BRB screen and I will be right back. Thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. Thanks for all the people who are lurking. I really appreciate it. Should be just like 2 or 3 minutes and I'll be back. Thanks. All right. Timed that well. It was like exactly 2 or 3 minutes. Cool. All right, let us get back to the game. I will pause the music. And should be good to go. Thank you. I definitely needed a quick restroom break. Especially, I'm guessing that this is going to be either like a long cutscene
First day in
or
Mother's Heart. What do you think?
like a big quest or something. So
You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
too soft.
Comforts and distractions. That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
You sound just like my mother. You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
Music is so good. I really like it. You better beat him. Can't let that kid beat you, for sure. If it's anybody, don't let it be him. It's a real dickhead.
Braves, ready yourselves.
All right.
What will it take to get you out of here?
I don't know. What? Oh. Oh, loot your trophy. Oh. Got it. Am I supposed to kill one and then... Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey!
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
Hello? I'm really fucking up here.
Faster, come on.
Got it. All right.
I've got to catch up.
I'm at the back of the pack. Come on.
Gotta catch up.
I'm going as fast. Look at how big that arm is.
Now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me.
Look at how big that is. Take a
Dead
shortcut.
last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win or Vala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now.
Yeah.
That's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling
He deserves a good punch in the
Better
face.
dead last than dead altogether.
Risk equals reward. Let's do it.
Whoa.
By all mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself.
Nah, you got
Doesn't get
it.
any easier.
You got
You're
it.
insane to go that way. That's it.
No way but forward now.
Stop right there.
What the fuck happened there? I jumped and grabbed the thing, and I didn't do anything.
No way
What?
but forward now.
Stop right there.
There. Gotta catch up.
Weird. She like let go early.
Come on now.
Go, go, go.
Stop dragging. Gotta keep going.
The outcast.
On the old trail?
Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Go, 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 go.
How'd she get up there?
Whoa.
Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it.
You got this, you got this. Come on, climb. Go, 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 go,
My
go.
whole life for this. They had a tribe, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect.
Must be perfect. Look at that. What the
Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
I'm first. Go. Go, go, go. Yes. First.
She didn't win. The outcast cheated.
An outcast? Win the proving? Never.
Excuse me?
For she is a brave now.
I was gonna say.
You did it. As are you all. So long as you put your trophy on the altar. But it is Aloy. Once outcast, and now brave, who is first among us.
Ouch.
Keep them pinned down till the others arrive.
Oof.
We can't stay here. That's the way out. But we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy. I'll find an angle.
Fast! Fast! Are you with us?
I'm with you.
Let's go. Now!
Oh, hello.
Too many of them. We can't win. We can't hold them. Oh, Mother, help us. Kill the defilers.
Quick! Run for the slip wire!
The Defilers.
Kill them all. No witnesses, no survivors.
Yeah, it was going so good. We were gonna get answers. We were gonna be given our boon, and then everything
Oh no, there's more.
just got
They
fucked.
keep coming. How many are there?
Fight back, damn you all. Get her.
Watch out! There's more of them!
The invade. Oh, that we're talking about them. I was gonna say, we're not invaders. This is where we live.
Kill them! They're too strong!
Got him.
We can't stop them!
Okay.
Now, descend while we have a chance.
Jeez, that's a lot of arrows. What the fuck?
Get back!
Got a machine gun. Dead.
Red hair dies now. Everyone, forward.
Why are they singling me out? Excuse me. Kill him! And pick this up. Holy shit. Loot the enemy leader. I thought I did. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. He's got to focus too. No shit. What's gonna happen?
Turn your face to the sun, child.
So they're still a part of the... What's it called? The previous people that were fighting the war against them. Because they worship the sun god or whatever. Rost is gonna end up dying. Yeah, thanks, Rost. But when he saved her, I knew he was done. Yeah.
Burn it all. Then to your task.
As you command.
Then to your task. Explosive barrels. Oh, she got cut on her neck. So she was really close to dead.
Aloy.
Damn.
Survive.
Man. That sucks.
She is dying. To take her there is blasphemy. She should be near her mother.
Aloy, I'm so sorry. Turn your face to the sun, child.
Fuck.
Rost.
Focus.
I need my focus. No.
Hmm.
Saved me. They must have found me before I bled out. But why is no one here? Where am I?
The womb of the mountain. I can't level up or anything, so I gotta find the focus. Okay. What is that?
Am I close? Good. But where's my focus? It's here. Okay.
It's interesting that they knew to take it off of her.
Am I inside the sacred mountain? But only matriarchs are allowed inside.
Yeah, okay.
I don't see my bow here.
Let's back this way.
Or that damaged focus, the one I took off that
Nothing.
killer. Where are they? I should keep looking.
Was that inside?
I'm not gonna find it here.
Weird. Let's open this. It's interesting that that door is here, like inside this mountain where the tribe are supposed to be. It's like this is a part of, like this was like dug into the mountain.
I'm picking up some kind of signal. Looks like the ruins I fell into when I was young.
Yeah.
Nora didn't build this there with the rest of my things.
I missed some story there because I moved too fast.
It must be the damaged focus. The one I took from that killer. It's close.
Hmm.
What can you show me?
This was the focus of the other guy. It's all corrupted. Except for a couple of files.
All commanders, halt excavations and proceed at once to the mission point. Avoid all contact with Nora savages. But if you are
Excavations.
seen, kill every witness. Target imaging attached. Do not fail.
Target imaging.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
They saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible?
Then make it quick. I'm heading in. Hold for identiscan. You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me.
Where's this from? And when?
Is that her mom?
Are you my mother?
Yeah. Terminate.
Why try to kill me just because I look like you?
Aloy, you are awake.
You brought me here?
Quickly, you must follow.
To where?
To the place where you were born.
What? Excuse me?
Are you saying I was born inside the mountain?
It is easier if I show you.
Hold on, can I go into this locked door? No? Secrets? Super secret stuff? Oh. Power cell.
Power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Fancy.
Why did you bring me here?
Oh, damn it. I can't hear her because I'm too far away. Fuck. Yo, where you at? Hello? Where are we going? That's the entrance.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother.
What? What are you talking about?
Come.
I don't remember this.
What is this place?
The Great Chamber, where All Mother slew the Metal Devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
Okay, thanks, Brianna.
Just lying there?
Yes.
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh,
vault for identiscan.
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Hold for identiscan.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No, no.
Corrupted memory.
Please.
This must be like a vault or something. And that big, like, spider mech thing
All-Mother spoke to you.
that's
as
like
if
the
she
size
knew.
of the mountain was trying to get in here, and it got close. Because, like,
It
its
didn't
hand is, like,
recognize
right
me.
there.
Because of corruption. The goddess's own words. Surely, if you heal this corruption, she will see you clearly.
Hmm.
And how would I do that?
You said you've had visions. Of a woman with short hair.
The killers came for me.
Right, she can't see
because I
what
look
the
like
focus shows her.
But their power is overwhelming. Is there no other trail to follow?
Owen. He was one of the outsiders. The night before the proving. The killers saw me through his eyes. He lives in Meridian.
So you will have to leave the sacred land.
I've been an outcast all my life. Why not an exile too?
Shh. There is another way. Come, and we will make it so.
Nice. So, yeah, this has to be like a vault. Look at how... There's something in there. And then this thing, yeah, look at how close it got. And then it just like stopped. It was heading straight for that door. It's crazy. Am I supposed to talk to you?
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after the killers. Less than half survived.
If I pause, does it tell me how far into the story I am? I don't think it does anywhere. Statistics. Any percent complete? I don't see any. Oh, game completion, 0. Oh, that's that. Game progression. So okay. So 7%. Okay.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Yes. And now the only plan my sister matriarchs can agree to is to sing the Hymn of Atonement and beg for All-Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. To show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All-Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. Let me do the talking.
All right, I'll follow you then.
It is done?
Yes. I showed her. Sisters, the goddess spoke to Aloy. Told her to heal the corruption. Ha!
But how is she to do that?
She will have
She's
to journey
lying.
beyond our sacred land.
A seeker? If the goddess spoke, It must be so.
You would name this thing a seeker?
Sister.
For once, Lansra, join with us. This will be your sin, not mine. Send her seeking, and may she never be seen again. Aloy, by the holy grace of the one goddess, we hereby anoint you a seeker of the Nora tribe.
No barrier can now stay you from your sacred task. May All Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true.
We're gonna be back here for like the finale.
I will make ready for the hymn. Our hopes lie with you.
Do it.
Tirsa, what's a seeker?
You are. And here is your mark. In
Thank
times
you.
of great need, the High Matriarchs may anoint a seeker. A worthy brave sent forth to accomplish a great purpose. No matter where that purpose might take her.
Even beyond the borders of the sacred land?
Yes. And with the right to return when you are done. Or as the need arises.
So I can go anywhere at all? No restrictions?
Even to forbidden places, like the tainted lands beyond All Mother's sight. Or the ruins of the metal world.
I see. Why are the ruins of the metal world forbidden?
They are blighted places, Aloy. Dark and wicked. Like the children of metal who built them. When they rebelled and tried to murder All Mother, her wrath leveled their cities, but could not cleanse their sin. Their ancient spite haunts those ruins, ready to ensnare anyone foolish enough to enter them.
But I've been in a ruin. It looked a lot like the inside of All Mother.
That cannot be so.
It is.
Then, this is something beyond my understanding. I will trust you to reveal the truth.
Why are the lands beyond Nora territory called tainted?
Is it not obvious? Our land is sacred. We live in sight of the one goddess, All Mother, source of all that lives. Beyond her sight lies a vast fallen land, spiritually tainted. That is why it is against tribal law to leave.
So what's in the vault?
But the Seeker blessing will protect you.
I'm convinced that that's a vault. It's gotta be. Of some kind. Like there's something stored in there that people didn't want others to have access to. And somebody wanted access to it, which is what that big mech thing is. This big spider mech.
Have there been other seekers?
There have, but they are rare.
I wonder if
and
it's
most who
related
set out
to
have
this
never
All
heard
Mother
from
thing.
again.
Like, is it like
Is Rost a seeker?
a gene
No,
database or like
not a
embryos of something?
What are you not telling me?
This is not the time, Aloy. Perhaps another day.
What was done with Rost's body?
I'm afraid there was very little left to recover.
Oof.
But what there was, we buried at the place where he raised you.
No.
With flowers on the grave.
Thank you. So many have suffered. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is most important is for you to fulfill the purpose All Mother has intended for you.
I don't know what that means any more than you do.
Then you must find out. If, however, you sense that part of your purpose is to help the tribe, by all means do so. I have no doubt you will find people in need throughout the Embrace.
You said the Nora sent a war party after the killers.
Yes. But it was ambushed and overrun. Very few escaped alive.
But
And
some
most that
did.
were wounded.
Do you know where the killers went?
No. But you could ask Varl, one of the braves guarding the gates of the Embrace. He survived the ambush. He would know more.
Okay.
I should be on my way.
From here, you must go to the gates of the Embrace. Speak to Varl, and he will point the way to Meridian. If any
Okay.
Nora tries to stand in your way, Aloy, make sure they know you are a Seeker.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tirsa, for all you've done.
May All Mother bless you and watch over you.
Thank you, Tirsa.
Nora faithful.
Can I upgrade now? Oh yeah, 3 skills. Okay. Should I close out these? Or go and let's look at what doubles the capacity of the medicine. Critical hits deal more damage, move faster while wielding a heavy weapon. I don't think I'm going to pick up too many heavy weapons, I'm guessing. That's probably rare that you pick those up. Further reduces your visibility to enemies when crouching. I think I would like that. Oh, and that's it. How much do these cost? 2. I see. Okay, so I can still get this. Or this. What are these, I wonder? Disassemble resources and modifications into 50% of their metal shard value, so then I could buy stuff. Let's do the spear. Okay.
We will soon begin. Purify your hearts. Soon we will beg forgiveness for the sins that brought such misery
I've got
on
no
the tribe.
sticks.
When we hear the matriarchs lift their voices, we will join ours to theirs.
Some stuff here before we get going.
The outcast girl.
Saving these for the trail.
Okay. Let's see what we got now. 25. Let's load up on those. So full up on ammo. That's good. And we're about half full on our pouch.
She saved many lives. The tribe is lucky to have her.
Hopefully we can fill it all the way up. Okay. Now they're giving me a ton of crafting materials.
Can't be too prepared.
Nice. Okay.
Don't let your voice waver.
Nice.
Aloy!
These.
Aloy!
There's a lot of stuff here. I feel like this isn't how we came in either. Like, is this a different way? It must be. I feel like this isn't what it looked like when we first came in. But maybe I'm wrong.
Aloy!
Yes.
Aloy!
Yes.
All Mother be praised.
Ignore her.
You're
Continue
alive.
the report. There are rumors of a demon loose in the Embrace, a thing of dark metal that corrupts every machine it touches.
Where did it come from?
They say it broke through the gates of the Embrace. Who is they? Varlin's followers. They tried to stop it, but the demon was too fast, too powerful.
Varl's a fool to defend that gate. It is here at Mother's Watch that we will make our stand.
So far, 8 groups have arrived from Mother's Heart to join the Hymn of Atonement, and more are on the way.
Good. All true Nora will lift their voices in song.
And she's still here.
I don't care.
I need the gate opened.
Since when has any outcast's need been my concern?
Hey, yo, dude, I'm a seeker now.
Since I was anointed a seeker. Now open the gate.
You? A seeker?
Yep.
Have Tissa and Jezza gone insane?
Nope.
Bad enough that they let you run in the proving. But to nurse you back to health inside the sacred mountain? No wonder a curse is upon us and children lie dead under cairns of stone.
How can you be so heartless? I fought beside those children, shoulder to shoulder and back to back. I saw them fall.
Yep.
If even one of them had been true Nora, they would have put an arrow in your back.
Fuck you.
Resh, come on. Silence! I am your war chief.
And I am a seeker anointed by the High Matriarchs. So open the gate, and I will be on my way.
Yep.
The sooner you're gone from here, the better.
Aye.
What was that?
What the fuck?
Sound the alarm!
That thing's fast.
By the goddess, what's it doing to them?
Taking control.
Oh boy.
Brace yourselves!
That's like a military drone.
What have you brought on us now under this curse? Kill them, Braves! Kill them all!
This doesn't seem good.
Ready yourselves! Today we fight a curse! A demon! Oh, Mother, give us strength!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position.
Where do I go?
Here it comes.
Oh.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn. No. Ooh. All right. I learned a lot there. Learned a lot there.
Braves! Ready yourselves!
At least it's daytime now.
Fight a curse! A demon! Oh, Mother, give her strength!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
Oops. Holy fuck. I dodged that. Man, these things move fast. How many times does it take to... Okay, I was gonna say.
It's down! These things marched with the killers at the proving.
Holy shit.
How
It's
does
kind of
it
crazy.
possess other machines? What's its secret? How'd you do it? Show me. You made them obey you. How? This. You did it with this. It's connecting to my focus. Then I could use this. It's worth a shot. Couple loops of wire. Looks like it'll hold. I just need to test it.
Aloy, how did you do that?
Tev? What are you doing here? You're a Stitcher, not a Brave.
I came to help defend Mother's Watch. But I never imagined I'd see anything like this. You killed that demon. Pulled its guts from the carcass.
The way it controls other machines. I think I figured it out. But I need to test it on a machine.
Plenty of Striders along the path to the gates of the Embrace, I guess.
Exactly. And the gates are where I'll be headed anyway. I need to speak to Varl.
I always knew you were different, Aloy, but...
But what?
I think you're a blessing from All Mother. No matter what Resh says.
Thank you, Teb. But I have to go now.
I know you do. And my thoughts go with you.
Nice.
Braves,
Alright.
I want that gate repaired immediately. I don't
Let's
care if
loot
we have
all
to
this
bandage it
stuff.
together. Get it done.
Psi overrides available. Okay. Okay. Wait, did they move the body all the way over here? Weird.
What will it take to get you?
I didn't want to talk to you. I just wanted to loot this. There we go. Let's use our points, our skill points. We can do one more or two of these. Oh, and they unlocked. Okay. So what's this? Balancing on ropes, silently drop, take down small machines, and humans, or deal high damage to medium enemies. Move faster. Critical hits deal more damage. That would be nice. Greatly increased chance to knock off armor and components. Increases the time a machine will remain overridden by 50%. Doubles the capacity of the medicine pouch. Mounted pickup, gather resources. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this too. Okay. Cool. Might as well fill out the first ones for all of them. Okay. Test the override function on a Strider. Alright, let's go save.
I need to test this device. See what it can do.
Click save. And let's go override a Strider. So there are some right over there. It's got it marked for me already. Nice.
That'll help.
I need some health. I didn't mean to light the turkey on fire, but whoops. Rich meat. There we go. Fill up on some health. We'll probably do this last quest here and then be done for the night. And then we'll pick it back up tomorrow. Very excited to make it through this and have a VOD of everything too, because when I'm done with this, or not when I'm done, but after every stream, I'm going to download the VOD and put it on YouTube to keep. So that will be fun. Let's try this. How do I override? Triangle.
Here it goes.
Hold.
Come on, come on.
Nice.
It worked. It's not hostile. Seems almost tame. I think I could write it.
Nice. Hey, Brianna. Welcome back.
There
I
we
hope
go.
wherever
Attaboy.
you are, it's
That's
not
more
too
like it.
cold outside to walk the dog. That's got to be it's got to be kind of rough. This mounts melee attack by pressing R1, and we can dismount with triangle. Cool.
Ride.
Where is Varl? Alright. Can I sprint? Oh, with X I can. Okay. It's not that cold, but very rainy tonight. Gotcha. Yeah, it is. What is the temperature where I am? It's 9 degrees Fahrenheit where I am right now. So, pretty cold.
Someone fighting. Just outside the gates.
Uh-oh.
Gates look shut. This Strider
Riders, fast!
Watch yourself!
This beats walking.
Bring it closer! Closer!
I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them. Varl, I take it?
Was that supposed to? That dialogue supposed to be in there?
Aloy.
Doesn't seem like
the
it.
outcast who won the proving. So you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch
yes.
Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No, a traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make
Mother's Crown.
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
What's out there?
You said the trail is dangerous.
Oh,
What sorts of
48 there?
dangers?
Nice. That's pretty comfortable.
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
And I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Vala?
It's been some time since that happened then, because she had to recover.
If
Oops.
we had a chance.
Sorry.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead.
Well,
straight into
don't
a
do
trap.
that.
A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
Got fucked over by the machines and by the,
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase.
By the
She called for
killers.
volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
Good luck, bro.
I should be on my way.
Aloy,
That's gotta suck.
before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site, a wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who
A
tried
lot
to kill
of
you.
repetition here.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
Like, they really drill home what you need to know to understand, like, to get where you need to go.
No, don't attack. It's with me.
How is that possible?
It's hard to explain. Something I discovered.
I see.
Can I take this through here? Very slowly. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright. So I should be able to loot from here. Nice. I'm glad I got that skill. Alright.
Snow chill itches.
May the goddess protect.
Thank you. We will save here.
All of it made sense. The world just got bigger.
And that is going to do it